Hi, this is Karen, and I would like to show you the new expanded search options in BillTrack50 for writing your queries. So when you come to the screen and you start a brand new search, you won't have any lines here to fill in. You'll just have a choose a search condition option. If you already have bill sheets set up, when you open them up, you should barely even notice anything has changed, but you'll have this new add more conditions option at the bottom. So you can build on your existing queries if you like, but all your bill sheets should be just like you left them. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and add a search condition. So now I can pick that I want an olive line or an any of line. Near is now broken out, so I can add a near line, and then must not contain will give me a none of line. So I'm going to go ahead and just make an any of line. So it contains any of, and so I'm going to be looking at marijuana. But of course, some states spell it the old-fashioned way, marijuana. And maybe I also want cannabis, cannabinoid, anything like that. All right, so I can set up that search. But now let's say I'm interested in expungement or expunction, and states say it two different ways. So I didn't used to be able to do another any of line. So I would have to do two queries, one for expunge and one for expunct. But now I can add another any of line. So that's the new expanded capability. So if I say add bill search condition, now I can add another any of. So I'll do that, and I'll say now I want expunge or expunct, and I'll be able to get any of this, so one word from here, and any of these. So it's marijuana or cannabis, and expunge or expunct. So we put this little and in the label to remind you that you're looking at this and this, so both conditions will have to apply. All right, so that is the new expanded any of, but I can now still add in that I want an all of, and say, plus it also needs to mention maybe juvenile and maybe criminal. So I want those two words to be in there for sure, and then it's got to mention some kind of marijuana, and then expund or expunge. So that's how you write a query and add extra lines. And you can have a bunch of lines. So you can have up to 2 olive lines, 2 near lines, and 2 any of lines. So you can end up with quite a lot of lines if you need them. All right, so let's say I decide I don't need this olive. I just can remove the whole line. So I can actually remove all of these. I can also do several nears now, which always was a thing I wished I could do. So I can say now near, and so now I can do a search like transgender near bathroom, or let's say athlete. Okay, and then I can also say plus I'm interested in transgender near collegiate sports or something like that. So now I've got my 2 nears, and because it's transgender and athlete, it's or here, or transgender and collegiate sports. So now we put the little reminder again in the label that it's going to be this is good enough, or all of these words is good enough. So that's how that mixes and matches. And again, I can apply an any of to this. I can apply an additional all of to this. I can apply a none of to this. So you can just keep adding conditions for as many as you need. All right, so now you can build up more complicated queries. However, if you don't need this extra functionality, you can still just do an all of and an any of and call it a day. And if you look at your existing queries, hopefully, yeah, you'll barely even notice that there's been a change. But it's here for when you're trying to do something a little bit more complicated. You can now have extra lines, extra searches. Of course, we're interested in your feedback. Let us know how it goes, or ring us up if you would like some help noodling on how you can take advantage of the new expanded functionality. All right, thanks.